Hello children, we already discussed what the structure of nephron, structure of uriniferous tubules, and this is the nephron. Nephron is called as structural and functional unit of a kidney. Nephrons are called as structural and functional units of kidneys, and these nephrons are present in the kidney, in a kidney. So a kidney consists of 1.3 to 1.8 million nephrons, and these nephrons are called as uriniferous tubules are called as structural and functional unit of exit system, and these are the main structures. In this structure, so filtration of blood takes place, separation of waste material takes place, and separation of useful materials takes place, and finally blood is purified. That means blood is removed. So here waste material which are present in the blood is removed in the nephron, in the uriniferous tubules, and these are the this is the nephron, and these are the nephron present in each kidney. And already we discussed a nephron consists of mainly two parts. They are number one, Malpighian body. Malpighian body consists of Bowman capsule and glomerulus. So already we discussed that afferent arteriole A, it is having more width. It is having more that is this is the tube, and this tube is having what more wide. And efferent E, and this efferent arteriole having what less diameter, and this tube is having less diameter. The width of the tube is more, and the width of this efferent arteriole less, and thereby pressure filtration takes place in Bowman's capsule, and this is called as Malpighian body. And the remaining part is called as renal tubule, and renal tubule consists of mainly three parts. Already we discussed: proximal convoluted tubule, a loop of Henle, and distal collecting tubule, distal convoluted tubule, collecting tubule, and PCT and loop of Henle, DCT are the main parts of what renal tubule. And now I am explaining you mechanism of urine formation. So you please observe the right side of the board. So here, right side, see here what is there. Right side on the board is you observe the presence of mechanism of urine formation. So here you see mechanism of urine formation, and mechanism of urine formation is having mainly four parts. Four parts are there. Four what are there? Four stages are there. So this is the first stage, and this is the second stage, and this is the third stage, and this is the fourth stage. So mechanism of urinary formation consists of what? How many stages? Four stages. So first one is glomerular filtration, second one is tubular reabsorption, and third one is tubular secretion, and fourth one is formation of concentrated urine. So here these stages takes place in Bowman capsule and renal tubule. In the Bowman capsule, below the glomerulus, what is present? Squamous epithelial cells are present, and podocytes are present. When blood is filtered here, and here RBC cells and WBC cells are not filtered, and solid substances are not filtered from the blood, and only liquid materials are filtered, and this is the filtrate is called as primary urine. So glomerular, this is called as glomerular filtration. In glomerular filtration of blood takes place, and finally primary urine is formed, and primary urine is formed here, and later this primary urine entered the renal tubule. In the renal tubule, what will take place? Tubular reabsorption takes place. Here, this primary urine consists of more water, and also useful substances like glucose, amino acid, fatty acids, and several other substances are present. and this should be immediately reabsorbed into the what blood vessel. So peritubular network. Listen carefully. In many schools, the function of peritubular network is not explaining. And you see the friends of what different arterioles they form as a network around the renal tubule, that is called as the peritubular network. And this peritubular network plays an important role in reabsorption of glucose, amino acid, fatty acids, and useful substances which are present in the blood and water. And all these are reabsorbed in the PCT in the presence of peritubular network. That is important. So tubular reabsorption takes place. Useful substances are absorbed, and finally you see after the useful substances are reabsorbed, and waste materials with water enter the loop of Henle. So here 75% of water is reabsorbed, and here loop of Henle 10% of water is reabsorbed. Again you see after that this concentrated urine is entered the DCT, distal convoluted tubule. So it is further concentrated in the presence of a hormone that is called as vasopressin. So vasopressin hormone is produced when there is formation of concentrated urine in the distal convoluted tubule. So we discuss what mechanism of urine formation. The first stage is glomerular filtration takes place in what Bowman capsule, and here you see primary urine form. Primary urine is more or less similar to blood, except the absence of what blood cells, and later this primary urine enter the PCT and loop of Henle and DCT. In PCT, reabsorption of useful substances takes place, that is called tubular reabsorption. And the third stage you see tubular secretion. So here tubular secretion takes place. So secretion, that means peritubular network is absorbing what many substances from the primary urine, especially in PCT and also loop of Henle. And that time you see waste materials also reabsorbed. So for example, sodium, potassium, chloride and hydrogen, these are once again secreted from peritubular network into DCT and also loop of Henle, and it maintains what proper concentration of pH of urine. So that is called as tubular secretion. And after that you see formation of concentrated urine in distal convoluted tubule. So in the presence of concentrated urine, vasopressin hormone is released from the adrenal gland, and finally vasopressin is released from the pituitary gland, and this vasopressin hormone is useful for what purpose? It is mainly produced in the presence of concentrated urine which is formed in the DCT. If vasopressin hormone is not produced or secreted or released, and the time the person passes more urine, dilute urine, and that is a disease. That disease is called as diabetes insipidus. So diabetes insipidus caused due to the absence of vasopressin, and thereby the person passes more urine. Okay, children, we discuss today what mechanism of urine formation, and mechanism of urine formation takes place in nephron, and already we discussed the main part of the nephron. So here pressure filtration takes place in Bowman's capsule, and here water present, squamous epithelial cells are present, podocytes are present, and here blood is filtered, and that blood filtered blood is called primary urine, and later primary urine entered into the PCT, loop of Henle, DCT. So first one is called as glomerular filtration. Second stage is called tubular reabsorption. Tubular reabsorption takes place by means of what? Peritubular network, but not PCT. Peritubular network that is present around the renal tubule may perform what? Reabsorption of what useful substance which are present in primary urine. And later I told you 75% of water is reabsorbed in PCT and 10% in loop of Henle, and later it is concentrated urine form in the DCT, distal convoluted tubule, and finally this concentrated urine enter the collecting tubule. Here in DCT, when concentrated urine is formed, and that time vasopressin hormone is released in the presence of concentrated urine. And if the vasopressin is not released, and that time the person passes more dilute urine, that is called as the disease, that is called as diabetes insipidus. So we discuss how many stages. 4 stages are there. In examination you may ask question like this: describe or explain the mechanism of urine formation. That time you need to draw this nephron diagram, and you need to write these steps, and you need to explain these glomerular filtration and tubular reabsorption and tubular secretion and formation of constant urine. And that is description about what mechanism of urine formation. In examination, in many time in examination this question is asked: explain the mechanism of urine formation. In old textbook, that is page number 80 and 81, you see this information, and I clearly explain you the mechanism of urine formation today. And this is important question, and it is very important to learn, and we need to take care of body. And this information explain you the mechanism of urine formation. Thank you, children.